Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we're returning to our Viking run, playing as the Norsemen in Humankind. We've just established our first foothold here against the Huns, so let's see what we can do here to win against them. I'm slightly concerned, actually, with the amount of forces that they are capable of bringing into the fight here. So, how many more reinforcements are we sending over? Well, that is pretty much only one group here of heavy cavalry. So sure, yeah, you've got a lot of farmers. I dislike farmers actually, but you are building the research quarters, and they are kind of useful. Let's buy this one actually, because it is gonna increase our science yield a little bit. Hatusha, how are you guys doing? You're building a maker's quarter. That's okay-ish. You don't have the barracks, do you? Do you have barracks? Yeah, you do. Okay, so in that case, let's start out by building a couple of units. And I realized that there was a civic army composition that would bring us a little bit away from liberty, more influence. But I like that. Or professional soldiers. Professional soldiers does sound good. Let's do it. And the other one I wanted to do is slaves. So I want to enact war slaves here. At some point I realized the influence might not be quite enough for that though, so let's not do that at the moment, because we might want to think about growing this into a city, which does require quite a bit of influence. We don't have the limit yet, but we will research that next time around, so that is going to be alright. Era star unlocked, culture chosen. They are now the Aztec. That is unfortunate, because these guys are most certainly very, very detrimental towards us. They've got a lot of stuff here. We really do need to be a little bit careful. Right, let's check out what we are finding over here. A little bit of money. Frankly, not the most useful thing for us at the moment. But I'm guessing the good thing is we are sending more reinforcements there. So that at least is a good thing. Right, let's move everyone up and then see what we've got in terms of our cities. Kerma, yeah, you guys did build that up. Did I not create up another unit? I did, but it was not immediately finished there, because of course it wasn't. Yeah, a delay there would not have been the worst. I suppose it's alright. More science per researcher and more researcher slots is a good idea. Your stability is kind of okay, but it might be nice actually to do the city watch and increase it a little bit further. Yeah, I like to have a very high stability, and then we're going to go into research quarter. Right, you guys likewise make your way over there. Try to support our main battle, and then we are very interested to find out who we are about to meet down here in these lands. Curiously enough, we're not seeing anyone yet. But I guess you can wait there for a turn. You're just going to disembark here. Ooh, there's some strategic resources, but we don't know what they are. Right, and likewise you... Ah no, you're the ship actually. Yeah. Question is, can we actually see trade routes that we could plunder? Well, we can plunder our own trade route. I don't see any trade route here of them, so let's check whether there's anything up here. Some pirateering might actually be kind of nice. Right, let's also check on who's over here. Well, we don't know anything about these people yet. Some pearls here. But honestly, a single resource of pearls is not going to... Ooh, look at that. Is not going to be enough to actually start looking at who's working there. These guys also have some harbor tiles, which is interesting. Can I merge you up, even though you can't disembark technically? I very much doubt that I can, but let's check. Right, and then we need to take care of the battle. So, obviously up here, I'm going to retreat. That is going to decrease our war support, but at least we are retreating into a direction of obsidian, that is beneficial for us. Here we will do a manual battle. We've got lots of people. The question is only what are they going to do? They might well come around here. They might attack us here. They would be sitting on a river tile. We would be on a river tile. That's not actually the worst. Who is our strongest guy? You are. We should switch places like that. Then one of you guys is going to go down here. And deployment there. What are they going to do? I've accelerated the animation speed here, by the way. They're going to come down here. He's going to be suffering quite a bit there, I think. Yeah, okay, so a couple of attacks there. Nothing too bad. Ooh, interesting. They're also over here. Right. What are we going to do then? So, let's start out by our heavy cavalry. You guys should be trying to charge whenever possible. That being said, if we were to move you towards, let's say here, can I then move you into here? Yeah, I can. And I can attack you into the rear, which is going to give us enormous benefits. And basically get rid of you. Nice. Good. Who else do we have? These guys up there, this one up here. Let's bring him all the way over here and also attack him into the rear. Not quite as good as an attack, but still pretty much alright, I would say. And I think if we use some of our light cavalry here to finish you off, that would not be terrible either. Nice. Good. Okay, then we've got this guy here and we've got these guys over there. This is going to be tough because it's going to be a little bit of a bottleneck there, but if we withdraw, that wouldn't be great either because they would be fighting downhill. I don't suppose anyone can move all the way into the Uria? No. So I see that they have 2 more reinforcements. So I think what we need to do then is take you out of here, and you're gonna... Oh, you're on the map. That's unfortunate, right? But you can go in there, charge them, hit them. Only suffer a little bit, and they will probably be clustered up there pretty badly. But they can... Now, they will not actually be able to switch around because they've got so limited space there. That's alright then. Let's attack them here. Should do a lot of damage against them. Nice. Well, you can't go around in any fashion, so you're just going to stay here, and you guys are going to stay there. And then we might let them in here, but that will need to be decided. These guys coming around there. There's some shooting there. All in all, that is alright. And you're moving away now. Okay. Let's use our heavy cavalry then to come up, or try to come up there. Okay, light cavalry first. You are heavy too. You know what? You are going to come here. You're going to smash into them. Light forces are hopefully going to finish them off. Yes, they are. Nice. Okay, so we only need to deal with these guys now. They are pretty strong and they still have reinforcements, don't they? They've got 2 in battle and two being reinforced. Ah. I think we want to get them into this position down here. So let's withdraw the heavy cavalry here. You guys are likewise going to come up on the river there. That's okay. These light forces going to withdraw. These light forces are going to take your place. You're the most vulnerable here in the entire group because you are on a lower tile. So let's end the round. They're going to come forward, I think. Where are you going to shoot at? At the one on the top there. Yeah, but you've got four units. Okay, we can make that work, I think. But firstly, though, you need to get out of here. Second, heavy cavalry smashes into these guys down there. nearly, but not quite finishing them off. You guys can now take a nice shot there. Good. And then, who else have we got? We've got you. You could come around there, and honestly that wouldn't be the worst, because you'd be sitting in a... You'd be attacked down the hill. That's unfortunate, but you are in wooden tiles, so that should do us some good. I think you can do an attack on these guys too. And then that would basically be it, right? I guess we can move forward some of our guys. Yeah, try to keep them behind us so that they are backed by some forces. But that is good. Alright, I think that is it for this turn. So let's end the turn and see what they're going to do. Because they attacked us. Everyone attacks these guys there in the woods. Probably someone here is going to withdraw and make place for the third one. No, that's not actually what's happening. That's okay too. Right, you're attacking there. Who's the strongest of these guys? You? Yeah, let's do it. That's alright. And then you are also a heavy cav. But we will need to withdraw you. That might have been a mistake, but hopefully he's going to be alright. We can't withdraw you, so we're just going to end the round here. And hope that he is going to survive that. And he indeed he does, so that's nice. We can withdraw him, we can send in the next heavy cav to do the job. And that is it. I think that was a perfect score here, wasn't it? And it's still only... It's a massive battle, but it only increases our war support by 8. Even though they lost 7 units. Which always is a little bit odd. I mean, there should be some sort of scaling. I very much think that. Right, you can go here. You're not actually too keen on making the move there. I'm wondering, is there any technology that we are missing that would enable us to do that a little bit better? I don't know. Right, let's see who's living here. Well, there is an independent people. There's actually an aggressive independent people, which I dislike. But, there we go, Babylon. How are you guys doing? You are the Greeks these days. And you're cool-headed. You're forgiving. That sounds lovely. You're making a lot of money and merchant. You also prize the collection of luxuries. So supposedly you have some. And how are you looking? You're afraid. We are much more powerful than them. That does call for some raiding, doesn't it? So we could try that. We don't have that many forces up there though, at the moment at least. So let's try to bring forward a couple more there. And there's another battle. Yeah, all the way up here. This time we cannot retreat. Well, unfortunately, we're just going to go for an instant resolution here. And they are going to get some money and food from that. That's the problem with the Huns. How's our war support looking? And that battle counted just the same as the one before, which is just annoying. That's just, it doesn't make sense. You guys are sending us a non-aggression pact. No, we're going to refuse that. We don't want that. We would be thinking about buying some stuff from you. But speaking of, we've also got this dude, Edgar. I do find him very often. Introvert and wary. You're an aesthete and geek. You are a lover of similar positions. But we are not really similar. And you're offering to trade with us. Curiously enough, we seem to have found the third continent here from pretty much 2 sides at the same time. And that does mean we're immediately going to find the next guys here. Persians. Accurate Persians. Your strength is going to be what? But you don't seem to be too strong. We are much more powerful than they are. Indeed, if you're sitting in this era still. Now the question is, are we going to focus on the Huns first? And I think we will be. Before focusing on these guys. Greeks are science, Persians are, I think, industry, and Maya. I don't actually know what you do. You guys are the 3rd largest competitor, but the biggest ones is the Aztecs, so Indeed, we might actually. Can we?
Genuine fairness, and anything is possible.
No. I would have thought that you might give us some money there. We are going to accept this, so we are going to see whether we can trade with you. You've got a lot of stuff, to be honest, which is never a bad sign. Coffee, food per farmers, that's not great. Market quarters, we do have some market quarters, I think. Silk, though. Silk is fantastic. Let's buy it. Marble. Industries per worker, that's actually super good. We're going to buy all of that. That should be a huge boost. I mean, that is +4 industry for every worker. And we do have like 10 workers here, so that's a 40 industry boost, which is insanely good. The only concern I have now is where are our trade routes running? Dangerously close, actually, to the Huns. Well, we're going to see. Right, you guys are going to wait until you're healed over here. You guys have found them. We would need to declare war, but we can simply walk out of this territory too. Got the cog here. There's some form of city here. Sipar. And is there a harbour? Yeah, there is a harbour. But I think the harbour is considered part of the entire territory, so we will probably not be able to burn it, but we'll need to see. I'm interested in trying that out. And then, it seems to be an island here. Not too much on this island, except for a couple of strategic resources. That might be aluminium, might be oil, might be other good things, so... What's down there? Ooh, some natural wonder. Lovely. And the turn. Must be worried about this situation up here. Another era star unlocked. Conquest researched. Don't want to be surprised by anyone coming out of the mist here. Population loss. We are selling stuff to you. That's okay, I suppose. How's our money? Our money's looking kind of okay. So more battles? Where would that be? Oh, I see up here. Well, let's do a manual battle then. You can be here. Let's end the deployment. Ooh, you've got a lot of units. Hopefully you're not going to overwhelm him in the first turn. Speaking of, well, they're being overwhelmed here. Right, let's bring in our cav. And simply overwhelm them. Nice. That's what you get. And that's actually our next era star here. So in that case, we will need to pretty much go through all of our nations here. Sorry, all of our cities and check whether they do have another of our specific districts to build. And some of them do, because you're losing access to the... to the Naust. Okay, this is a little bit pointless, but I'm going to actually do it. Because I think these things do give us a bonus for everything that... for everyone that we have. For everyone that we have, it should be a 50 gold bonus. So, yeah, that's all of our things here. That does mean I don't think there's anything stopping us from going for the next era. The only thing that I could think about is trying to build or grab this territory here. And then what we could do is get another Naust in there. So where could we be building that and how long would it take? 3 turns. Could try to build it with more force and that might accelerate things a little bit. I think up over here would potentially be the best spot. Well, this one is really kind of okay. With all of the mountains. And I think there might be good territory here to expand with industry. It's okay. Not as fantastic as I would have hoped. There's no luxury resource on that though. Yeah, all of our light cavalry is doing fine, but the heavy cavalry really isn't. Okay, so I do think we are going to advance then, and let's see. So, of course, we're going to look for something that is very interesting, and I do think that we will have found that in the Spaniards. Now, these guys are expansionalists, so they are not as warlike. Their benefit here, honestly, is kind of, I don't know, it's 2 units starting in non-allied territories, so they're good for expeditions. Their district, faith per population, I'm not convinced that that is something that is really worthwhile. Faith in particular seems to me that's not quite as good. But look at this, conquistadors, gunners, but also El Dorado. These guys generate twice as much money when winning battles and ransacking. So these guys are pretty fantastic. Let's actually briefly check on whether there's any wonder that we need. Well, the Angkor Wat does generate food per faith, and we're going to go for the next era, but honestly, I think we're just going to do it, so let's go ahead. We're going to be the Spaniards, the early modern sort of pirates, if you like. And they should give us huge benefits next turn. We've also got knowledge authorities. Let's look at the alternatives here. Science per researchers, or science per number of trade? Yeah, well, of course we would be going for a little bit for the Elders Wisdom, although that leads to less science in the long run. Nevertheless, let's do it. I think it does increase quite a bit our capabilities here, because we've got so many specialists who are working in various aspects here. Right. Some influence might be the best choice here. I would also try to look for a library here in the short run, or midterm. Then we're going to see about that. Right, you guys did fine over here. Let's simply move you up a little bit, and then we're going to merge you up. And then can you please get on the ground here? No, you can't. Fine, I suppose. Do heal up, please. And then you guys, we haven't declared war on you, and we don't necessarily want to, so I think we need to just tell you to get out of here. You guys should be coming up here. Oh, no, no, no. You should be coming up there then. It's curious that your reinforcements sometimes do get called in. Ooh, nice. Let's see whether we can burn that down. 700 gold. That would be fantastic. Ah, I see. These guys were ruined, or are ruined now. It's a bit unfortunate. I would have liked to buy some more horses. That does give us a nice boost on various things, really. Let's check out the area down here before we get back into the water. Seems to be like it's really just this one island. But that would be a fantastic island for a trade run, because it's sort of placed neatly so that you can route a lot of trade through that area. But I don't think that's enough to warrant a city down here, is it? No, I think not. Is there any fantastic tiles? It's a lot of good industry tiles. Some signs. Would also be a nice strategic position, I am thinking. Maybe we should do it. Not great tiles, not great tiles at all, but I think it can be improved. Right. Probably I'm gonna automate you guys soon-ish. Did we buy coffee? Did I accidentally buy coffee? Did I think coffee was fine? No. No, I didn't. That would have been weird. Oh, we also have the merchant badge for some reason. Gold. It's probably pretty expensive, but we are going to buy it. Obsidian, incense, gemstone. I'm wondering, how much does a gemstone give us? We're at 113. So you guys are going to be pretty much our merchantmen. So what happens if we get a gemstone? I'm just going to buy anyone. So that's plus 30 gold. I think that is a good trade. Well, we'll see. Right, you guys can wait. You guys can pile a little bit away from there, but only a little bit. Let's get you in the water. And you're going to wait. Then we can end the turn.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment.
Well, then here we go with the Spaniards. New wonders can be claimed. We are going to look at that in a short while, but I think this is... No. You know what? We do have a couple of minutes, and I do think it is good to, just use that time a little bit. We've got a nice research quarter there now. I very much like to see that. We've also got the people working there, who should be working there at least. Science per researcher. That's plus 10 science. Enter researcher slots. I think that is a good thing to buy for us. Or at least try to develop. We've got more idle cities here. Kerma. You guys have just in fact built something very much like that. So that's good. You are counting a little bit as our arsenal city. Which means you should be focusing on production or production of units. We should actually check on where is the gunpowder warfare. That would be fantastic. For gunpowder warfare we would need either furnace steel or military architecture. For that, siege tactics. That's not too far off, but I think furnace steel is the slightly better choice. So we're going to continue with imperial power. And we can think about feudalism, which probably is going to be the better choice. Into chivalry, into furnace steel, into gunpowder. That is going to take a while because we will need to build up a lot of our scientific stuff first. But I do think it is a good path here for what we're trying to achieve. So yeah, we really do need more research. So I think Ashur will need to focus on that more strongly. So what did we say? We were saying that this gives us 10 more science. In fact, plus 2 researcher slots, so that's plus 30 science, right? How much is that going to generate? 14. And 12 over there. So yeah, I think this is probably going to be the best order of things that we can do over here. Nice. Okay, Hattusha, you are likewise a little bit... Well, we could think about a cathedral. We haven't really built a cathedral in a while. But we were actually, or at some point, thinking about making this into something more of a commercial hub here with all of the luxury resources that we have. The only issue is we can't really build anything down here. We'd need to make a long move towards there. Speaking of long move, there is not that great a thing to be built over there. So, yeah, that's not quite as important. Ooh, we can build a harbour? I didn't think we could build a harbour and a naus, but apparently we can. Still, let's try to get the architecture then for good market quarters in place. The food market. I think the other ones are less important. Can still try to build them. Science per researcher. We don't have that many researchers here. So I'm mostly looking for trader stuff here, aren't I? Well, food per farmer, we are inevitably going to have some farmers in this area here. We could build another cock too. Experience on creating unit. I mean, all of these things are nice, but do we have any district there? No, we don't. So we need to really build this out really far. We might want to wait on the other stuff then. How about down here? Anything we want to build down here? Now, honestly, this looks pretty fantastic. Could build like a farmer district here. And try to get access to all of these good stuffs down there. But honestly, a hamlet at some point might be the better choice there. So we're just going to go for more money here. And that could be a pretty good idea. Yep. Kerma, again, you are a little bit our bastion of stuff to be built. So I would like to build more stuff here. We don't need any of the other things. Maybe get some food on the rivers, even though the food is actually looking pretty fantastic. Yeah, and then we're just going to build up a huge industrial area up here in the north. Yeah, I like that. Good. Right, and then we have more idle armies. Now, you guys, I think I would want to send you to the north here. Try to raid on the coast. I think our guys should be able to do that pretty neatly in their long skips. Let's get you into the north here too. Ooh, Mount Roma. Some signs for that. Which is cool, I suppose. In sense, flat out money, I think at this point flat out money is starting to become less attractive. We want to look more for the percentage modifiers that at this point I think are the slightly better choice for us. Right, you guys are skirting out there things. You know what? At this point I think we continue on auto explore. So you're just going to do your thing. You, I think, should try to scout out their shoreline for future possibilities, shall I say. And you guys are just going to go into there and then a little bit north here. Try to get a good feeling of what's around here. Not sure why you had to go that way, but I suppose it's fine. So let's start to, again, try to make some inroads here against the Huns. With some of our forces. I say that, and immediately they are attacking us. Right, let's move you here. And deployment. I only have a single unit, so I'm really not sure what that is about. I should have let them come in a little bit more. There we go. Neatly disposed of these guys. I didn't even take too much damage there, so that's okay. Imperial Power Research, nice. Okay, you guys are now going to start the ransacking. Notice that we're going to get 700 gold out of that. You guys are all simply going to go there. So a lot more turns there still. I think we are going to be alright. Ooh, and we do have enough tenants here, enough followers to get the next tenant. We definitively do not have that. I do like this. Maximum number of holy sites, but more land and naval movement speed and reduced industrial costs. I like it. Otherwise, we could go for Show No Mercy. No. We are going to eschew Gluttony. And that is going to be a good thing. Right, you guys close to here. I would like to keep you here so that you're healing up a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Ooh, and more pearls. This is starting to look a little bit interesting.
Come, relax.
Interestingly enough, I seem to be able to move through their territory if I don't end my move in their territory. Which I suppose is one way to model that. But a little bit of a weird one, to be honest. Right, who are you fighting? Ah, yeah, you were fighting the one group of homeless people there, basically. Right, and let's try to get onto the shore here. You're going to be created over time, that's okay. And you have a single movement point left, so we'll need to only gradually come over there. That's okay. You know what? You can potentially move away from here, and you guys can start to ransack that, because that will take less time for you, and it will create more benefits for us. Right, you're going to stay over here so that you have got some cover there against any incursion. Right. Well, I say against any incursion, but effectively we are introducing, we are coming into their territory. Right, let's continue to explore their coastline here, really. There is a trade route there, but I think it is just with us. I would love to find some trade routes, for example, of these guys here, but I can't see any indication that there is one. So you're going to take 6 turns and create 760? How about you guys? Yeah, much better. We could lay siege to that, but we're not going to do that. But we are going to continue up the coast there. Ooh, look at that. Now, I'm thinking that for the first time here, that might be not looking too bad. Right, let's bring you closer. Then we're going to start this battle. Actually going to withdraw here. But are they going to withdraw? How far are they going to go, basically? Can I actually burn this? I can. Can I actually burn that? Yes, I can. Right, let's start to burn down their stuff and get a lot of money here in turn. Which is lovely. Good. That's exactly what we wanted. Now, we are going to try to... Ooh, stop it. No, stop it. That's incredible what we're getting from these pillaging actions at this point. So it took a while for that to really come into effect. Oh, I should do one thing. Show civics, slaves. 3,000 influence. That is so much. Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be just like that. Right, you're continuing your siege there, and I think we're going to wait a couple of turns here until we hopefully are going to get most of this stuff done here. Idle City, Napata. You did just build... Yeah, we really haven't focused you really to the extent that I would have liked to. At least not yet. Maybe a little bit more science would be useful down here too. We've got these quarters here, but it's not really great, I think. Some adjacency bonuses. We don't have a commons quarter yet, and we do need that to progress on some of the civics that we could pick. But so far I think that's really not useful. Right, let's simply try to build up our industry then. If in doubt, go for industry. We are receiving an offer here for non-aggression pacts, which I'm going to refuse. I'm also going to look at the war score here. 92 against 71. It's not too great. It's not too bad either. By the way, are you losing health here? Are you using health because you're not in fact in a lung skip anymore and the game treats you as being in something else? Let's keep an eye on that. You've got 80 health, and I wouldn't know why you shouldn't have that, so to say.
Things change, even leaders and empires.
The Greeks. I don't think we... Well, we do have some money here. But I don't want to reduce our capabilities of raiding. I think the Greeks... Well, on the other hand, the Greeks are a nice blocking force against the Hittites. So... I'm going to accept your offer here. And we're going to take a look at what you've got. You've got gemstone. Market quarters, silk on Maker's Quarter, mercury. All of these things are pretty good. Let's try to buy pretty much everything that we've got. Oh, 430, that was a bit expensive. I should not have clicked that. Picking off 400, that's a bit too much really. Silk would be lovely on Maker's Quarters. You know what, let's buy it. I really like my industry, as you guys know. So, yeah, let's go ahead with that. Right. Continue to check out their coastline. There's some form of road there, but not much else that we know. Yeah, 700 gold there. That is lovely. Right, it seems like that is the extent of these guys though, so let's check out what's over there. And you guys can just set sail here towards the west. Oh, there are some birds. I wonder whether you could tell by the birds where there's land. That would be such a cool feature. Now that being said, I think now really is a good place to put in a cut. So, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like and everything, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye guys.